Hey guys, Kendra Morse here, coming to you at lunchtime. At least it's lunchtime here in Washington, so if it's not lunchtime for you, what time is it, or what meal time is it for you? I know in the past there was a point in my life where this would have been coming into the time period of the day where I was getting really tired, and I wanted to come on and kind of talk about some foods that you think are healthy and you reach for them, especially if you're low on energy or you're feeling like you want to make improvements in your lifestyle, and maybe these foods are not nearly as good for you as you thought. I know for me, some of them I think I kind of always have known they weren't maybe that good. Some of them I've been shocked to find out they're not that good for you. So what foods are you maybe consuming that are not helping you, especially with your energy levels, your overall health? And are you struggling with energy in the afternoon and reaching for some of these, and maybe they're actually causing more harm than good? So one of the first ones that I came across, I think there was a time in my life where I thought that they were good. I've known for quite some time that they're really not that good, but fruit juices are horrible. Absolutely horrible for a couple reasons. The sugar content, I think a lot of people probably realize that the sugar content is high. But I read last night, a glass of orange juice daily is equal to 70 cups of sugar in a year. That is so much sugar. One of the other foods that is not good for you that I'm going to talk about, this is kind of the same reasoning, but when you have fruit juice, it's no longer in its original form. It doesn't have the fiber, and your body is getting a lot of sugar at one time. So you get energy, you feel good for a little bit, and then you crash. And there's a lot of other health side effects that come along with that. But without that fiber, there's so many things that it's so much worse for you than if you eat an orange. It's the fiber in fruits helps slow down that absorption, helps keep your body from getting that intake all at one time. So when you're with fruit juice, you've removed the fiber and you've removed the buffer that's helping slow down that absorption. So that's number one, fruit juice. Number two, this one, I know for a long time I consumed this. I would go to the grocery store, I would buy this, and I would eat it when I was dieting, when I was trying to lose weight, or I was trying to be healthier. And it's so crazy realizing that this food is really not that good for you at all. It's yogurt. A lot of people think, oh my gosh, I need to consume yogurt. I want my kids do not have yogurt anymore. I used to get them Go-Gurt or yogurts and think that was good for the digestive system. Almost a lot, I shouldn't say all, but a lot of yogurts are, they're pasteurized. Well, when you pasteurize the yogurt, there's the pre and probiotic benefits go away almost completely. The other thing that it's like sneaky, yogurt is so full of sugar, especially the kids' yogurts. So if you look at the label and you look at the ratio of protein to sugar, it's most of the time it's not good. You really would have to be consuming about 25 yogurts a day to get the pre and probiotic benefits that you're looking for. It's just, then you're looking at what kind of digestive issues are you causing by consuming that much yogurt. So I don't give my kids yogurt at all. So number three, vegetable oils. Never really thought about vegetable oils as being bad. Hydrogenated fats, we all know are bad. There's a lot of different forms of that, and you want to stay away from that. Trans fat is bad, right? The vegetable oils are labeled in a way where it's a little bit tricky. You don't realize that it is partially hydrogenated is trans fat. So if you're looking at the label and if you're avoiding trans fat, I think we're all a lot more aware of how bad trans fats are, but partially hydrogenated fats are essentially trans fats with a different name. So instead of vegetable oils, you want to lean towards the coconut oils or the olive oil and things like that, some seed oils. Okay, so the next one, this is one that I've done a lot of times, even recently, like really pretty recently. I would think, oh my gosh, I'm really trying to be healthy and I want to have energy all day long. So smoothie, I'm gonna have a smoothie. I'm gonna make a smoothie. Fruit smoothies, this is good for me, right? Well, what happens, especially in commercialized smoothies, so much of the time, again, the fiber's been removed. And fructose, even though it's a natural form of sugar, it's still sugar. And if you've removed the fiber, you're giving your body this huge intake of sugar, and you're gonna get energy, you're gonna feel good for a little while, and then you're going to crash. So smoothies really, unless you're really good about balancing out proteins and carbs and adding in some, that's a whole nother topic. Most of them, especially store-bought or in town or anything like that, in the freezer section where you just throw them in with some, most of those are so full of sugar and the fiber's been removed. Again, I covered this with fruit juices, but fiber helps slow down the absorption of sugars in your digestive system. So you want to be consuming fruits whole, not smoothies that are processed. And the last one is energy bars. Same thing. I've recently learned a lot more researching energy bars and what's in them. And if you look at the labels, so many of them have so much more sugar than they do protein, than they do soluble fiber. And you have to look at what is actually in that energy bar, and it looks healthy. It's really scary how many of the energy bars, when you go to the produce section or the grocery store, so many of those energy bars are not very much different than the candy bar section if you really look at the labels. And so that's something that we're giving our kids, I think, a lot of times, different healthy snacks that really are, how much of the contents is refined sugars versus actual proteins and things. So those are the 5 foods that I've done some research on and really have just, I don't buy them, I don't give them to my kids. We really avoid them for the most part, almost all the time. Not completely, always, but these are foods that I know at some point in my life I felt like these are helping me feel better, these are helping me be healthier, and they really weren't. So hopefully that's helpful. I can send you this information in a message if you want kind of just a little rundown or whatever. Just message or comment fake health food or whatever. I'm more than happy to share kind of what I've learned, and I hope this is helpful. And I plan to share more of this kind of information with you guys because it's something that I'm passionate about, overall health and wellness, and just helping people feel better from the inside out. So have an amazing day. Thanks, guys.